interrupts with breaking news from WWL Louisiana.
And good morning to you. It's 9:33. Jumping on your screens here because we have some breaking news we want to share with you about the Saints. We have learned that head coach Dennis Allen has been fired. So head coach Dennis Allen is now out with the Saints. This information coming from multiple resources here. Sports analyst Ian Rapoport and Nick Underhill both sharing that news on X. Rapoport saying assistant head coach and special teams coordinator Darren Rizzi is expected to fill the interim position for now. So Darren Rizzi will be taking over the rest of the season for the Saints. We know he's been with the Saints for quite a while and has had a good outcome here with the Saints. But of course, this news coming to the shock of many. We talked with Locked On Saints podcast host Ross Jackson a little earlier this morning, and he said he expected this decision either to come within the next 12 hours, and that's when we spoke to him about 3 hours ago, with a lot of changes being made in the trade deadline tomorrow evening, or he said it wouldn't come until the end of the season. I think most of us expected the end of the season, as we expected to wait for that announcement to be made by the Saints, who their organization doesn't typically fire a coach midway through the season. But yesterday, with that 7 straight loss for the Saints, something that hasn't happened since 1999, a historically bad outcome for the Saints. That news coming now that head coach Dennis Allen is out. Now, as we mentioned, this will now turn to assistant head coach Darren Rizzi to lead the franchise on the field for the remainder of the 2024 season. What that looks like, of course, we don't know. Taking a look at some of those tweets that we mentioned a little earlier to you, Ian Rapoport sharing this on X, saying that the assistant head coach and special teams coordinator Darren Rizzi expected to step into that role after announcing that head coach Dennis Allen was let go by the Saints organization. We know we suffered that really tough loss to the Panthers, who had the worst record going into that game. So now we are tied at that situation here. The Saints just 2-7. Not a good outcome for the season, as we've been watching the Saints just take tough hit after tough hit. The injury list continues to grow. Chris Olave having suffered that second concussion, now on concussion protocol with the NFL yesterday. Just a really devastating hit to see him take late in the first quarter. So we continue to bring you this news that head coach Dennis Allen is now out for the Saints. Now, if we take a look at Rizzi, who is expected to step in, you know, a lot of people wondering sort of his background. He's a native of New Jersey. He graduated from a Catholic school there. He did play at the University of Rhode Island, where he walked onto the team in 1988.